Okay, now we're back. Now you tell me what you think of that, what you thought of those little clips right there. And I'm pretty much sure that they were transferred to like some shitty 80s video from the 16mm, and that's pretty much it. And there's some insanely bad acting. The doctor who teaches the college class, I'm going to show you a little clip right here about how bad this guy's acting was. It was atrocious, horrible. The script writing had a lot to do with it too. I mean, the script was... Whoever wrote this movie had no chance in dialogue out of it ever, and you would later find out who wrote it was Fred Olin Ray, and I'm gonna talk about him a little bit more in the film. But right now, I'm going to show you some really bad dialogue. Please roll the clips.
Come in.
Good morning, Dr. Markin.
Oh, good morning, Anne.
I got those petty cash vouchers you requested.
Oh, thanks. I've been waiting for those.
I'll just put them right here on the desk.
No, don't put them on the desk. They're bound to get lost. Give them to me.
It is quite a mess.
Yes, you'd need a metal detector to find a paper clip. But then, of course, that's archaeology, unearthing things, you know.
Like your notebook?
Yeah, well, it's here somewhere.
Well, you have a nice trip. And don't forget to stop by and see Dr. Reynolds. She said she has something for you.
Oh, thanks for the warning.
Good morning, Professor Trentworth.
Good morning, Anne. Dr. Markin in?
Oh, yeah, he's in.
Well, hello, Fisher.
Hello, boy, Bill. Say, Dr. Reynolds says that she has something for you.
Yes. You'd better stop reading this stuff and stick to history. That's where it's at.
Okay, now you've seen them clips, you've been tainted with the really bad scenes also. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is, I'm going to talk a little bit about the director. The director of the film is Fred Olin Ray, okay? And if I get the back of this box right here, there's like a bunch of bullshit about that relentlessly morbid is the best way to describe this gruesome tale of retribution from beyond the grave. Deemed too intense for a civilized audience, this film was either been censored or outright banned in 99% of the world. There's other shit on there about not since the Texas Chainsaw Massacre has a film scared audiences. But the thing about this movie was that when I first read the box, I knew it was bullshit. But it's Retro Media, the people who put the movie out, and I was sitting there and I'm like, well, why would Retro Media do all this? And there was like a transfer on there of 35. Well, there was a transfer from I'm pretty sure it was 16, a really shitty 35mm transfer, and a really good quality DVD, especially from Retro Media. I have nothing against Retro Media, but some of their DVDs aren't the greatest. Let's say that. And this one had a commentary on it. They never have commentaries on Retro Media. Commentary. High quality video transfer, all this, and I later researcher find out that Fred Olin Ray, the guy who directed and wrote this film, now owns Retro Media. And if you don't know what Retro Media is, it pretty much takes obscure films and that no one has bought the rights to or anything. They buy the rights to and they release it on DVD. And I don't like. It's good just to see the film, but as far as special features usually go, they're not good at all in there. Now, Fred Olin Ray, and from what I've seen in this film, it was horrible. I'm not going to go into how good the guy was a director, right? It's the only film I've ever seen by the man. I also heard about a film a while ago called Alien Dead that he made, and it was made for $12,000, and like $7,000 and $12,000 was made from his motorcycle that he sold. So I really want to see that film just because of the budgetary reasons for it. But this film did not speak for him as any good way. But he made I think 60 films, and they're all like shitty B movies like this, from what I hear and from what I read. And that's pretty much it about this film. The acting was bad, the dialogue was bad, the gore scenes were horrible. I don't see anything. The only cool thing about the film was I thought that they did a pretty good, decent monster. I thought the monster was pretty cool, other than because his body was not made up, just his face was. His face just turned into that. So that's pretty much it. But the story was good, but the thing that I didn't like was when the guy gets possessed, he just gets like a poof of fire in his face, and that turns him into the monster. So like his face just got deformed. I'm taking it, but that was pretty shitty too. So overall for this movie, my thoughts on the movie is if you didn't see the film yet and don't get it, just don't buy the film at all. I wouldn't recommend getting it unless you're a film collector, or you might, I don't know, some people like horror movies might want to give it a chance. There's some people who actually like the film, and people get reviews on it like, oh, only true fans of the genre will like this movie and everything. I'm a true fan of the genre, and I'm going to tell you right now that I did not like this movie at all. And it was uncomfortable to watch for the most part. They put this soundtrack in there, and it just played through almost every single scene, and you just wanted to get up and leave. It was like a torture trying to watch it, in my opinion. But I'm going to give the film 3.5 blood splats out of 10, just because it tried, I don't know, I'm going to say that it tried to give some sort of effort in making the movie. And that's pretty much all is about this film, and I hope to see you next time on Obscure Movie Review. Thank you. Another thing is, please try to guess. Try to guess. The song I put this week is really easy. It's going to get a lot more challenging. This is like anybody who watches like horror films, exploitation films should know with the theme song put in the beginning. It's a really easy one. It's one of my favorite horror movies. And thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time on Obscure Movie Review. See ya.